Welcome back. I'm Doc Rotten, and this is Gruesome Magazine. Tonight, we are reviewing Influencers, streaming on Shudder beginning December 12th, 2025.
Gruesome Magazine.
All right. Joining me tonight is my good friend, Paul Cardullo. Paul, how are you doing, sir?
I'm doing great. Doc, how you doing?
I'm doing good. This is going to be a really wonderful time discussing this film. Stay tuned. You're going to like this. But before we get into things, we're going to ask you to like and subscribe and share with a friend. Every click you do will help us find another horror fan just like you. Yes. All right, let's get into it. Influencers. Well, it's a sequel. Let's pull up the poster. Oink. It's a sequel to the 2022 horror thriller Influencer. One of those ones where they just put an F on the end. Influencers had its world premiere on the 29th at the 29th Fantasia International Film Festival on July 26, 2025. And of course, I said it was heading to Shudder December 12th. I think we're going to recommend you check this one out. Stick around to find out why. The writer and director returns, Kurtis David Harder. The cast includes Cassandra Naud, Georgina Campbell, Lisa Delamar, Jonathan Whitesell, Veronica Long, Dylan Playfair, and Emily Tennant. The synopsis is: in southern France, a young woman's chilling fascination with murder and identity theft sends her life into a whirlwind of chaos. That's a very vague.
But it's appropriate.
It is. Well, let's find out what our first impressions was. Paul, start us off.
I enjoyed the heck out of it, and the long and short of it is it does the kind of things that a sequel does that I want to see in a sequel. It's not a rehash. It's here's where the story ended, and here's a logical extension.
Yes,
and it really worked. And you see the effects of what happened in the first movie on those characters. What's happened to the rest of their life, and that's the kind of stuff I love.
Both characters too, right?
Yeah. And it's it's not just that, it's really fun. I mean, I think we had a blast watching it, and it was really good. There you go. That's the quick and dirty.
Yeah, this movie is. I'm going to give it a pass on just putting the S on the end, because Aliens did the same thing. I mean, it's not to the grand scale, but it still is an improvement on the original. Is the point I'm trying to make. And
yeah,
I really like this film. It surprised me how good it was. I really dug our returning characters and some of the new ones who have a couple different. What do you want to say? So some of them might have two characters in one. Others are just being toyed with and played. The supporting cast is equally great. I really enjoyed all the actors in this. The direction is impeccable. The scenery is fantastic. We got France and what is it? They go back to Thailand.
Oh, yeah, I think it's Thailand. Yeah.
Okay, and it's a gorgeous film to watch. And there's a hint of comedy in this. It's not outright comedy, but it's kind of like, I guess what's called dark humor. I guess is what it is, because we chuckled a mighty few times.
Yes, indeed.
So what do you want to pick out of this film to share with the listeners?
Well, again, I think that we could even just start with the cold open, right, of the film, which it's a little spoiler that we're saying it's a sequel, because when we were watching, we're like, wait, could this be a prequel? And that we had kind of fun trying to figure out. So spoilers, sorry, we try to stay away from those, but to address the rest of the things we like in it, it is a sequel. But that cold open is great, and it's a banger. So so that's one of the things I really liked about it. I mean, how about you, Doc?
I really enjoyed the cold opener, and I like the way the film was structured. There's an interesting structure to this. It's kind of 3 parts, and it works exceptionally well.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, because then we get, well, I'm not going to say anything more about that, but it is, I really, really love the structure. And the structure kind of changed locations on us each time, and that was really cool too. And it starts kind of revealing everything in a very fascinating way. And then the third act is just the most fun I've had in a film about influencers in a long, long time. And our lead actress, Cassandra Naud, she just excels in her role. She has this role down. It's complex.
Yeah.
It's a complex character, right?
That's that's one of the things that you're talking about the structure of it, because it's one of those things where you learn things that it's not quite as, I don't want to say it recontextualizes, because that really makes it sound like it's better than it is, because we're kind of like, well, I think this is what's going on, and it kind of puts that in context, but it's still it's really interesting, which again, like you said, makes that character a lot more complex in terms of her motivations and what's going on. And she does a great, and clearly she has a blast with it, because by the end she's having real fun with it. So
she absolutely is. The last scene is, I mean, there's been a lot of really good last scenes this year, weapons.
Yeah.
But this one just, oh man, we were high-fiving. It was really a joy to watch this film. But it's linear, but sometimes it's not.
Yeah,
and
I mean,
I know that's a
small
weird way to describe it, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's mostly linear, but there's some loops. I mean, you kind of, it's mostly linear. I mean, yeah. It's not, in other words, because sometimes people like turned off, like, oh, I don't want to see non-linear storytelling. No, it's not that. It doesn't make it for confusion. It's more like you see something and then you realize what you saw later. So there might be some little bits of time jumps, but it's nothing done for confusion. It's really more for giving you that kind of a little hook, I guess.
There's an investigation part of this film.
Yeah.
When Madison returns, and her, and we also get to see the tragedy and not the tragedy, but what's a good way to put it? Just how the events of the previous film weighed
impact
on her. Yeah, the impact.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I'm looking for.
Oh yeah,
and really enjoyed that.
Oh yeah, and I mean that again. That's one of the things I love that sequels do. It reminds me, and this is going to sound silly because it's not really like the greatest movie, but Poltergeist 2. One of the things that was really cool about that. No, really, stick with me on this. Stick with me on. Now, Poltergeist 2. One of the things was you saw the damage to the family. You saw the events. They did not come out unscathed from that first film, and that's the same thing here. Is like both characters. You see the effects the events of those first films have on these characters, and sometimes in a really deep way to their life, and massive changes to who they are. And I love that, because it's not just we're doing the same thing over again. This is more of the here's what happens next. It's the second book in the series, as it were, right? I really like that kind of sequel, and I think they do a real good job with that.
Oh, superb. Another thing that impressed me is they kind of took in the third act, they took it to another level with something,
yes,
with something that our I guess our antagonist, right?
Yeah.
Does once she gets back to Thailand. And I mean, it's current.
Yeah.
And it's exceptionally well done.
I mean, in terms of like the social commentary, you're talking about being current. Like, there's some definite, if you're doing a film on influencers, it's not just, oh, here's influencers. I mean, there was some definite social commentary on who these people were. Like you said, maybe here's their public face versus here's their private face, kind of thing. And how that affects like you said, the whole plot. What actually happens in the story is directly related to those kind of conflicts, which is great.
And for all her inventiveness, it just, well, we won't say what happens, but it kind of bites in the butt. Kind of, because she just runs with it. Oh man, just wait.
It's fun.
It's so good. And they captured the toxicity of all influencer comments and stuff.
Oh yeah.
But not in a beat you over the head way. It's really kind of it kind of takes the film and takes it just they use it as a twist, right? They use it as
Yeah.
I can't. I'm stuttering because I don't want to spoil the ending.
Right, you don't want because that's part of the what's the appeal of it, right? That's part of the thing. That's why we want people to watch it because that's one of the things that makes it so good. So, but yeah, that you said it's a commentary on it. It's great.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and there's a set of influencers that get caught in the middle of everything. I really like them too. And it doesn't go well for them. No spoilers there. You kind of know that going in, but they were also complex. No, the characters aren't just like one tone, right? They do have depth.
Right.
They do have they're complex.
Right, which it's easy. It would be easy enough if they made them just little cardboard cutouts.
And they're not.
Here's the little bubble-headed influencer we don't like, and here's another little bubble. There's there's been plenty of films that do that, but no, like you said, they make these fairly well-rounded characters.
Yeah, they start off as literally what you said, cardboard characters of the stereotypes, but the more they're involved in the story, the more you find out more about them, and I really enjoyed that as well.
Oh, definitely.
All right, let's go ahead and give our score. If you don't know what it is, or you ain't been paying attention, Paul, what's your score? 1 to 5, 5 being the best. 4.
I'm gonna give it a solid 4.5. I'm tempted to go a little higher, but I think just in terms of it's excellent. And something we didn't mention is you don't necessarily have need to see in the first film. I see it. I think it gives it more depth in terms of especially some of the things that are going on. But if you haven't, it's okay. But yeah, I think a solid 4.5. Really enjoyed it. Definitely watch it. I'd say watch if you got Shudder, watch the first one anyway. Watch the first one, then this one. Make it a double feature if you haven't seen the first one.
Yeah,
so,
I'd recommend watching both. You don't have to, certainly, because
you don't have to. But
the second one is self-contained. It has some history in it. But they do a good job of kind of bringing you up to speed with.
I think so, but it's definitely better with the first one though. Yeah. But what do you think, Doc? What's yours?
I've been like, yay! Although, it's a solid 4.5, and I am tempted to give it higher too. But it's with. Weapons and Sinners and some other films, it doesn't quite get there, but it's pretty damn close, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely.
And it's I won't be forgetting this film anytime soon. And I want to watch it again. That's a good sign, right?
Definitely.
All right. Well, there you go. That is our review of Influencers, streaming on Shudder beginning December 12th, 2025. We would love to hear from you and leave some feedback in the comments when you get to see. If you've seen Influencer, the first one, let us know what you thought of that one and how excited you are to see the second one. If you're watching this before December 12th, if after December 12th, we'd love to hear what you think of this film. See?
Yeah.
Thank you for joining me. Let's say goodnight.
Good night, everybody.